you guys doing? Welcome to my channel, Son of Stars. Welcome to today's pick a card reading. So today's pick a card reading is going to be a little bit mysterious because we have no topic. You can choose between 4 beautiful crystals and shells, so 4 piles in the next clip, and we're just gonna see what the universe, what your spirit guides, what your intuition wants you to know. So without further ado, I don't have much to say. I would say I'm going to see you in your mysterious reading, and we're gonna find out what the message is for you today. Hello, my beautiful pile number 1. So you chose this beautiful crystal here. Let's find out what is the message for you today. Okay, so the first card that came out for you guys is called Games. It says, do you feel you need more fun and play in your life? Is someone playing games in your working or personal life? Do you need a game plan to improve your status or direction? Okay. We also have Caterpillar, yeah, and it says opportunity. And we have here the vanishing mirror. It says ego sublimination. Okay, so let's see, let's figure out what the message for you is today. Okay, so I channeled some messages before I started your reading. And it says, things not going according to plan gives you the opportunity to go into a new direction and leaves room for surprises. Detours are not always a bad thing, okay? So I want to say that your spirit guides want to talk about a situation where you feel like something is not going according to plan, or something is not going as you thought it would go, okay? With the vanishing mirror and the games here, to me this looks like somebody who's looking at a situation and feels like this is completely chaotic, okay? This could be that there's a lot of chaos in your mind right now, or that you are looking at a situation, at a partnership, at a job, and you feel like it almost feels like it could be that you are afraid to lose your stability, or again, there's something that happened recently in your life where you felt like it's not going according to plan, or this is not what I had envisioned in my mind. I wanted things to go differently, okay? To me, this feels like an energy where you look at a situation and you feel like this is a complete mess. Oh my God, like, why is this happening like that? This is not what I have planned. This is not going according to plan, okay? So I feel a strong energy here that your spirit guides want you to know that detours or things not going according to plan is not always a bad thing. It depends on how we perceive it, okay? It almost feels like a situation that brings chaos into your life, or brings up chaos in your mind, is actually an opportunity, okay, for you to go in a completely new direction, or for you to... It almost feels like a situation where someone has a plan in their mind, and then you see that your plan is not working, or that the plan that you've created really does not bring you what you thought. Okay? I'm seeing you here analyzing something and you don't find the answer, or you don't know how to fix something here, okay? But the question is, maybe it doesn't need to be fixed. Maybe it's time for you to go into a different direction. Okay? The opportunity card says, when everything goes left, when shit hits the fan, maybe it's time to go right. Does that make sense? Okay, so let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. Okay, so I also heard, if you only do what you've always done, you will only get what you've always known. Okay, so this is almost an energy where the universe is bringing you in a situation where you feel like you are diving into the cold water, or where you feel like you have to make changes because something is not working. This could be, again, something where you feel like it could be a partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic. This could also pertain to work, okay? For example, where you feel like, I cannot stay at my workplace anymore. It is making me feel depressed. I feel like I'm crumbling, okay? I feel like I'm crumbling down. I feel like my life is a mess. My health is a mess, okay? And in those situations, we usually feel like we want to make something work. It's almost like trying to make something work that is not supposed to, that is not your way, okay? I feel an energy here where you might be a little bit afraid of change, but it is time for change. And the signs, symbols, and synchronicities have been telling you it's time for a change. Even the situation that you are in that makes you feel confused, or makes you feel like, oh my God, like what is happening here, is saying now you have an opportunity to go into a different direction and let the universe surprise you with the outcome, okay? I'm also hearing life is when you plan something. What is this saying? It's like when you plan something and God is laughing at you. Hold on, I'm gonna check what quote that is. Okay, so it says, life is what happens to you while you are busy making other plans, okay? So it's almost like you've made plans, you thought in your mind this is how it's going to be, and then all of a sudden you see that it is absolutely not what you thought it would be, okay? This goes not according to plan. I keep hearing that. I keep feeling an energy of like, no, this is not according to plan. I didn't like, why is this happening? Okay, so let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. I feel an energy where the universe is saying that when you find yourself in a situation where you feel like this is not working, I feel like I'm losing my mind, okay? I feel like the universe is playing tricks on me, okay? Again, it almost feels like as you are in this situation that causes you to feel like a change needs to happen, or I feel overwhelmed because my plan is not working, is when you start to walk into a different situation or walk into a different direction that has more opportunities. It almost feels like wherever you are at is not where you will find what you need or what you're looking for. You're thinking that this is what you want and this is your plan, but then the universe or your spirit guides are saying, we have something different planned for you. Okay, I'm hearing God's plan, where you will come across more opportunities. Again, leaving room for surprises by saying, this is my goal, but I'm not fixed with the way. I'm flexible. It almost feels like Spirit is asking you to be flexible in a situation, because if you only see one way, you don't see the other ways that are possible for you. Okay. With the King of Wands, to me this feels like you have a lot of drive, or you have like a lot of inspiration, or it almost feels like this energy of like, no, I have to get this done. No, I want to make this dream come true. No, I want this to happen for myself. I want to make this a reality for myself. But as you are so rigid, you don't see that maybe there is a way that is faster. Maybe there is a way that is more rewarding. Maybe there is a way that is more peaceful. Does that make sense? Than the way that you chose. It feels like there are a million ways to get to your desired outcome, your desired destination. And it also feels like God's plan. It's almost like destiny's unfolding in your life as something is not working, because it not working leads you in a completely different direction, and it's supposed to happen. And if you would listen to your intuition and your gut feeling, you would know that your intuition is trying to tell you something here. I almost want to say there's an energy inside of you that tells you, no, I have to get this done. It has to be done in 2 months, for example, or I have to make this happen. It's like but it's beautiful. It's like a stubborn energy. The stubborn energy will get you to your goal, but sometimes it also stops you from getting to your goal, because sometimes the universe asks you to be flexible, because again, there's a way that is more rewarding, a way that is more peaceful, a way that is faster, for example, than the one that you have planned in your mind. So it almost asks you to listen to your intuition and listen to your gut feeling, because I feel like there has been like a lingering voice, a lingering feeling in your body, in your mind, that has been trying to tell you something, but I feel like you pushed it away because you said like, no, this is how it's supposed to happen. Okay. With the 10 of Pentacles, this could be a situation that is pertaining to family. This could be family matters, okay? This could also have something to do with you manifesting abundance and wealth into your life, okay? I'm feeling the energy of work with the situation instead of against it. It feels like an energy where Spirit is saying, whatever happens in your life, work with it. Instead of resisting it, like, no, this is not supposed to happen like that, work with it. Where does it lead you? It's like, okay, this is not working. Now, let me see, let me tune in, let me pray, let me talk to my spirit guides and see, is there maybe another way? Is there maybe a reason why this door is closed? Is there a reason why I feel a blockage in my way? What have the signs been trying to tell me? Have they been pointing in a different direction? Has my inner voice been telling me something that I did not listen to? Because I felt like, no, my logical mind says that this is how it's supposed to go. Okay. With the 4 of Pentacles, this almost feels like being a little bit stuck in your ways, meaning you are very, how can I even say that? It's almost like somebody who has a plan and then they freak out because nothing is going according to plan. Okay. And I'm also feeling an energy here of a movie. What is the movie called? I think Dumbledore's Secret. Okay. You know, like that new movie I don't even know how you call that. Let me see. I forgot about it. Fantastic Beasts, The Secret of Dumbledore. And in the movie, there was like a core energy in the movie that said, nobody is supposed to know everything. And in the movie, the plan was to not go according to plan. Does that make sense? Like in the movie, there was a guy, you know, like the bad guy. He could foretell the future because he did like something, or he stole something. I don't know, I forgot. He stole something like an amulet, or he found a way to foretell the future, okay, this bad guy. And because the bad guy had the, had the ability to foretell the future, he would see what the good guy is doing in the future, meaning he could always mess up his plan. And for that reason, in the movie, the plan was to not go according to plan. Okay? And that not everybody, because there were like a group of people that tried to kind of like save the kingdom or whatever, you know, like the storyline in movies. And nobody was supposed to know everything, because if somebody knew everything, then this bad guy could tune into the energy of that person and see the whole plan. So in that case, the plan was not to go according to plan. So I feel an energy, work with the energies that are around you right now. Don't resist them. If you resist them, you will hit a wall. But if you stay flexible, maybe you'll find a way to, you know, go into a different direction, okay? To find, I almost want to say, as you go into a different direction, I almost want to say you will find an opportunity that brings more wealth to you, that is better for your family, okay, or for your family life. And for others of you, I'm also feeling an energy here. If it pertains to like a family situation where you don't see eye to eye with somebody, or in a partnership, okay? If it's a partnership or a family where you don't see eye to eye in this current moment, this is asking you to approach the situation from a different angle, with more love, more compassion, and more understanding, okay? Bring love into the situation and compassion. Even if you and your partner or this person or your family member don't see eye to eye, there's still a way, if you calm down your ego, to bring peace into the situation, okay? Again, if you do what you have always done, you will only get and experience what you have always experienced. So this is almost asking you to act out of character, okay? To do something in a completely different way, because that will also bring you a different outcome. Does that make sense? Let's see. The King of Wands, what's that about? We have here the Eight of Cups, yeah. So there might be an energy where you have to leave a situation as it is because it cannot be fixed. For others of you, I'm feeling an energy here. Yeah, look at that, the Six of Wands. It's almost like as you leave one situation because it is not working, okay? That's when your detour, the cosmic redirection that is happening in your life, that is when you actually get to a place that is very rewarding, okay? It's like reward and success is elsewhere, and your plan would have not brought you the outcome that you wanted, okay? Which is the reason why there's like why you feel a blockage, because again, it's asking you to be flexible, to open your mind, to more than one direction, to more than one way of doing certain things, to do things out of your comfort zone, out of character, okay? Because if you want a different outcome, it is asking you to do things that you've never done before. If you want to have things you've never had, do things that you've never done before. The World card. Let's see. I'm feeling an energy here with the World and the Ten of Pentacles. This feels like you're currently on a journey to either bring blessings to your family, okay, which means that you are the one in your family that is going to bring a lot of blessings and a lot of wealth and a very harmonious energy to your family. Maybe your own family, or you know, being the middle child in the family. And for others of you, this might also be asking you to be the bigger person in a situation, okay? To do the right thing, to not be so... Like sometimes you know that you are in the right and you can still know that within your heart and your spirit, but if you really want to bring harmony into a situation, maybe it's time for you to open your heart, okay? To talk from your heart instead of I was right, okay? To bring harmony into that situation. And for others of you, again, this talks about wealth that you will bring to your family as you act out of character, as you listen to your intuition. Your intuition has been telling you to go somewhere, to do something, but in your mind you told yourself this is not gonna work. But what you are doing right now is not working, and now it's almost like, well, if what you have planned is not working, what you thought would work, maybe it's time for you to try something that you're thinking is not working and see the outcome there. To bring flexibility into your plan. Okay. Three of Cups, yeah. This feels like working with the energies that you feel like are working against you, okay? Something can only stop you when you let it. If you say, my goal is to get to this place, and then you try something and it's not working, you only lose in that situation if you stay rigid with your plan and saying, okay, this is my plan, and if that one doesn't work, then I'm not gonna get there. That's when you lose. But if you stay flexible to plan B, C, D, E, F, G, you still get to your desired outcome, but not as you planned. Because it's God's plan, I'm hearing. Okay, I'm also feeling an energy here. There might be a need for you to open up to somebody, to a friend, about how you are feeling, or to a family member. Because they could be very, very inspiring, or their answer could be very, very inspiring. Okay, so let's see. Let's get one more card here. Pile number one's message. Yeah. I feel like Spirit is asking you, what are you waiting for? You've always wanted to do that. It almost feels like your soul wants to go on an adventure, but your mind tells you, I have to stick to my routine, I have to stick to my plan. But your soul tells you, I want to go on an adventure, I want to do something crazy, okay? But you're stopping yourself here I feel like you've stopped yourself from pursuing something, doing something that your intuition has been telling you. It's like a nagging feeling or like a lingering energy where you always come back to that thought, oh, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be cool? That would make me so happy. But then you stop yourself because it's not according to plan. It could even be that I feel like it might even be an energy where you are scared to break. How do you say that? You're scared to act out of character because you worry about how other people perceive you. But if you look into the mirror right now, do you see yourself doing what is really in your soul and in your spirit? Is this really you when you look into the mirror, or are you doing things because of other people's perception, opinion? Because if you look into the mirror and you don't see your authentic self, and when I say authentic self, I also mean this is my dream. This has always been my dream. I always wanted to become, how do you say that? A designer. I always wanted to be a painter. And even if that dream seems to be super duper big, okay, I want to be a businesswoman. Even like I want to make this amount of money. I want to have this type of house. These desires that you have inside of your heart, okay, in the moments where you cry, in the moments where you break down, and you say, all I want is peace. All I want is financial stability. That is the true you. And your dreams also reflect the true you. When you lower, or when you say, this dream is too big and I'm gonna settle down for a smaller dream, you're not authentic to your soul. And you start to live a life that does not reflect you. You look into the mirror and what you do or who you see is an altered version, a filtered version of you. A version of you with a filter on. It's not raw, right? If we sometimes say like, oh, this person has been doing me wrong and they're in the wrong and I'm not gonna talk to them. In some cases, yes, cut this person off, but if it's your family, or if you know that maybe this person didn't mean it like that, but you're still mad and you still hold on to that grudge, if you really sit down, yes, you are mad, but you're also hurt, right? But we usually only express anger. We don't express that we are hurt. Again, it is a filtered version. If we don't express all the emotions in every situation, okay? I'm not saying like be in a rage and I don't know, like cuss this person out. But when we sometimes get like hurt by people, we usually are like in a defense mode, and this defense actually comes from like, hey, you hurt me, you know? So in that situation, don't get me wrong, I know this is not as easy as I say it is, but sometimes it also calls you to show your heart, you know? To show why you're truly mad. Okay, let's see. Pie number 1. Yeah. The situation that you're currently in is asking for a change that might be scaring you. Okay. A change that might change your perception of yourself. Because you start to live your truth. It feels like living your truth shakes up the perception other people have of you, or will shake up your life. But that's what the situation is asking you to do. To shake it up, to shake it off. The Tower, yeah, guys, what's going on here? Okay, you're going through a major situation in your life right now. With the Tower, a Tower situation. Diving into the cold water. I'm seeing here somebody on the beach that wants to get into the water, but the water is too cold, so they're scared. They procrastinate getting into the water, although they know they need it and they want it. And sometimes it is asking you to just run into it. You will get comfortable with the cold water. So the situation or this change that you're thinking about, you will get comfortable with this new situation. If you accept that, okay, I'm gonna feel a little bit uncomfortable in the beginning, but again, like it's just like you get into like a cold ocean. Your body will become one with the temperature of the water. It is only cold in the beginning. It is only wet in the beginning, but then you become one with it. Okay. So I'm going to read out these cards because I feel like they're, well, I'm going to read out this one because I feel like it's amazing. So give me 1 second, guys. Okay, it says, vanishing mirror, ego sublimination, letting go of self-centeredness, becoming a vessel of possibility, you see, leaving room to opportunity, possibility through a detour, through a redirection. Okay, do you ever wonder if your self-definition has become too rigid? You see, seeing yourself in a particular light that doesn't leave room for you to grow or do something out of character. Okay, too fixed around what you've come to learn, so that you contract your life into zones of safe versus unsafe. This here is okay, but over there, well, that might be too risky. Judgment, fear, and self-righteousness and overconfidence are only some of the traits that keep you from evolving. We're all products of our conditioning, so remember that this is part of the human experience. Yet you are not meant to remain static, okay? You're not meant to remain stagnant. Usually when you hit a dead end or when you hit a wall, that's exactly the moment where the change that you want to see is happening, but sometimes it asks you to change, okay, before the change that comes to you is finally here, right? Yet you are not meant to remain static, seeking only what you expect. Even if it appears ambitious, it is still too narrow. You see, I felt a very ambitious energy here with you, but sometimes like it's almost like a bull running into a wall, okay? Although the bull could go this way and that way and would not hit a dead end. Does that make sense? You go nowhere when you hesitate to move out of your comfort zone. When you focus too much on yourself this way, you become a servant of the ego. It edges God out. We talked about it, God's plan. Not considering, it almost feels like your plan or the plan that you've made did not consider the million ways that are possible as well. Or it did not consider that your spirit guides are watching over you, that there's destiny unfolding in your life, that fate is unfolding in your life. God's plan. Sometimes I feel good, sometimes I don't. Okay. It edges God out, removing the magic of possibility. Imagine looking into a mirror and seeing only what you are now. If you let your self-definition soften, moving beyond the veil to your potential, a magical emptiness exists where all things are possible. Look again. Who could you be? What would you see reflected if you allowed yourself to be other than how you define yourself now? Nothing less is required of you now. In this moment, let go of who you think you are and allow a new you to emerge. You will recognize yourself as what you are, a partner in co-creation in service to the divine. Doesn't that feel good? Okay, my beautiful pie number one, this is what I have for you today. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it. I love you guys. And again, don't be afraid to do something that is out of character. Don't be afraid to fully embody the person that you always wanted to be, even if it sounds crazy and bonkers and this dream is so big, but it is the true you, okay? That's when the true you comes out of your spirit and your soul and it wants to live. Okay, the spirit inside of you that is wild wants to live. Those wild ideas want to live. Don't hold yourself back from something where you feel like, because I feel like your intuition has been telling you, if I would do this, I feel like I would be successful, or I feel like I would be more successful than I thought, or maybe I have been getting signs that I would be successful. Maybe I've been getting signs to do something. Why are you holding yourself back from doing it? Okay. It's God's plan. It's your destiny. Don't be afraid to start and listen to your intuition. Don't be afraid. We're all a fool in the beginning when we start our dreams. There's like a quote that says, you have to be willing to look like a fool if you want to make your dreams come true. Everybody looked like a fool in the beginning. Everybody had people that were laughing at them. Everybody had people that didn't believe in them. Okay. Follow your gut feeling, your intuition, because I feel like you have a strong intuition, but you do not always listen to it. If you listen to your intuition, you will bring financial success to you and your family. You will be able to celebrate with the people that you love and with your family. And again, I feel like there's something also about like family matters, meaning like making your family proud, or making sure that your family is okay, or something along those lines. You are being like a good mother and making sure that your kids have everything, okay? If you listen to your intuition, you will find a gold mine. You will find a pot of gold, okay? Okay, my beautiful pie number one, I hope you like this reading. Let me know if you resonate with it. I love you guys, and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pie number two. So you chose this beautiful shell here. Let's find out, what is your message today? Okay, so let's see. We have here the card communication. It says, what are you having difficulty communicating? Do you feel emotionally disconnected? What is not working smoothly in your life? And we also have chased. It says, what are you running away from? What is making you feel overwhelmed? What are you afraid of or unwilling to face? So I feel an energy that you're really running away from something or somebody. I'm also hearing, don't ignore the signs you asked God to show you. There's something about you being afraid of something, of a situation, afraid to speak your mind, afraid to say or admit something. Okay, we're gonna find out what that is about. We have here the card Mindful. It says groupthink, and I actually want to read it out to you, and we're gonna see if the guidebook can tell us what that is about. So it feels like Spirit wants to talk about something today that you might be scared of. Okay, so let's see. It says keeping a clear mind, hurtful thoughts, group thinking. Oh, okay. This is something about your overthinking mind and the negative voice in your mind. Okay, let's see. The human mind can be so many things: a prison, a latrine, a circus, a temple, a cave. It can be a place of restriction or a place of never-ending expansion. Right now, be careful of where you wander in your mind. The quality of your thoughts is key, as you are in a fertile time for full manifestation. You want to ensure that the seeds you plant will sprout and flourish into the life you seek to grow. Be mindful not to scatter weeds. It's easy to be influenced by others right now too. Especially in our digital age, it's hard to protect yourself from the energy and the sheer amount of information bombarding you 24/7. If you allow all the fear and uncertainty to pollute your mind and emotions, you will fill yourself up with this negativity and then see more of it in the outer world. Stay out of gossip and other forms of groupthink, for when you cut another person down to their level due to their perceived mistakes or limit them by your envy, you activate lack for yourself, so fill yourself with thoughts of plenty. Imagine your universe unfettered by scarcity and alive with abundant hope and goodness. Be mindful of what your mind is full of and keep the faith. Good brings more good, more love, gratitude, more things to be grateful for. Okay, so this talks about your mind, okay? Now, first things first, pie number 2, I want to tell you that I understand you, okay? So don't feel like I'm calling you out here. I understand the feeling like you cannot, it feels like you want to escape your own thoughts, okay? Yeah, you want to escape your own thoughts. It's almost like I don't want to think these things, but I don't know why I think so negative. I don't want to think negative. I want to be positive, but I feel like I can't. I feel like I cannot run away from these negative thoughts. I don't want to have them. I don't want to feel this way. And I want to tell you that I understand you. I actually want to talk about something because I feel like you might be able to relate. So back in the days, I had like a big challenge to overcome, which was my overthinking mind and negative thoughts that I had, very dark thoughts that I didn't want to have. I was fully conscious of, wow, I'm really thinking quite negative right now. Like, why do I have these thoughts? I don't want to have these thoughts, okay? Also, I'm also hearing, if you are scared that your manifestation will not come because of your negative thoughts, don't worry about that, okay? You are in the process right now of healing your mind and reprogramming your mind, and you're gonna get to your outcome, so don't worry about that, okay? It's a journey, okay? It's not a sprint, it's a marathon. And things need time to manifest anyway, so during that time, you have a lot of time at hand to kind of like imagine your mind as a garden, and there's like a lot of weeds and a lot of stuff that you don't want to have in the garden, and you have all the time in the world to, you know, make your garden beautiful in your mind, to plant roses, to plant, I don't know, like oranges or like an orange tree. You have all the time in the world to cut off the weeds, okay, and to cut off like everything that is not supposed to be in your garden. Now I feel an energy here where a lot of you guys, you might be in an energy where you try to escape your thoughts right now because they could be exceptionally negative recently, okay, due to you being triggered by the news and stuff like that. Another thing that I want to tell you guys is right now in this very moment, you are very sensitive to energies, okay, which means to protect your mind also means to protect your mind from negative news, to protect your mind from negative voices, negative people, okay? You have like the negative voice in your mind is enough. Like you don't need other people to also bring negativity or negative words, thoughts, visions, pictures in your mind, okay? So the message here for you guys is protect your mind, protect your energy, okay? There's a lot going on in the world. There might also be a lot going on in your family, in your own personal life, okay? But it almost feels like an energy where you cannot escape your thoughts, okay? They are there, accept them, but you can transform them. Okay, you can transform them slowly but surely, because again, I want to talk a little bit about myself. So I had a lot of problems like mentally, okay? I had like very bad mental health. This was like a very, very devastating time in my life, and I can fully relate to you, okay? And I was fully conscious that I had these negative thoughts, and I was like, why am I thinking so negative? I don't even want to have these thoughts. Why am I so scared of everything? Like, what is happening here, you know? And I remember that I was in a bus driving home, and I was actually crying because I felt like I cannot escape those thoughts. I wish I could escape, but I cannot escape them, okay? And then my journey, which I think is what is happening here, then my journey began. I started to pray, and I started to find a way to not live in fear anymore. I told myself, I do not want to live in fear anymore. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to live in fear. I don't want to be fearful of like little things. I don't want to be fearful when I go out of literally nothing, you know? And I remember that I told myself on that day, of course, I'm a crybaby. I was crying, and I told myself, I don't want to live in fear. Like, I'm so young. I don't want to be fearful. And that day, a lot of things changed, because I'm feeling an energy here where Spirit is saying it is time for you to face your fear, and I feel like it's fear itself that you are fearing. Does that make sense? So I feel an energy where Spirit is saying today is the perfect day to say that you are done with fear, that you are done with your overthinking mind. It doesn't talk about pushing your thoughts away, but it talks about how can I manipulate and influence my mind in a positive way. You know how when you watch a movie, like a horror movie, how it influences you to be scared to go to the toilet at night? Do you know how, like, for example, you hear a song, you listen to a song, and you're done listening to the song, but all of a sudden you have like an earworm, and you hear the song in your mind, although the song is not playing. Now, if you look at those situations, you see that the mind is like a sponge. It soaks up everything that you hear, listen, and see. So if you find yourself in a place of fear, it talks about, because the contrary energy or the opposite energy of fear is love, okay? So your spirit guides are saying that it is time for you to surround yourself with love as much as possible, okay? You can do that. I don't want to tell you what to do, but for example, what I have done, I was listening to affirmations for 30 days. That was like, I was at a very low point in my life. And the interesting thing is, when you are at a low point in your life, all of a sudden you start to do things that you've never thought of. I'm hearing the quote, desperate times ask for desperate measures. Do you say it like that? But in that case, it was not desperate. Well, I did it out of desperation, but that was the best thing that I could have done in that moment, okay? So sometimes desperation also leads you to things that you never thought you would do, right? So it almost feels like the despair and the pain and the fear that you feel is actually bringing you on a journey that is going to be very, 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 very rewarding, specifically when it comes to your health, okay? So I started to listen to affirmations for 30 days. Then I started to listen to meditation music, relaxing music. It almost feels like the universe is saying there is a pool of things that you can do in order to manipulate and influence your mind with positive energy, okay? Again, just like a song is stuck in your mind after you listened to it twice, Do you see how powerful the mind is when it comes to absorbing energy? So if you absorbed a lot of energy of fear and negative energy, that also means you can also manipulate and influence your mind to be very, very positive. For example, listening to birds chirping, like a bird chirp meditation or whatever. And instead of hearing negative news from yesterday, you hear birds chirping. Does that make sense? Instead of hearing your negative voice in your mind, you listen to affirmations, or you start to rewrite history as you journal. Instead of hearing I'm not good enough, you start to hear I'm healing, I am healing, I am healing, I am healing. Because you tell yourself I am healing. You hear it through music, you hear it and you feel it through writing it. Okay. This also says here, the card says diving into a task. So I almost want to say the task at hand for you guys is to not run away anymore from your mind, but to influence and manipulate your mind so that it works for you instead of against you, so that you have thoughts of love, thoughts of peace. It almost feels like renovating. I like to speak in pictures and metaphors. It feels like renovating how your mind looks inside. Because right now your mind looks kind of like a prison. It's very, very dark. It feels like you keep running away. Look at that. You keep running away from your thoughts. You keep running away. You keep resisting them. You try not to have them, but they always come back. Okay? And it feels like instead of your mind being dark and scary and fearful, like a prison, okay, or like a cave, you can renovate your mind into a beautiful garden, a temple, okay? This could even be looking at a candlelight or like a Himalayan salt lamp, okay? It's almost like nurture your mind with positive energy, with peaceful energy, however you want to do this, okay? There's a pool of beautiful things that you can do and surround yourself with. Your journey begins right now. Okay, let's get one more card here. It's the communication that you have with yourself in your mind that needs to change, as well as communicating a little bit more with God, higher source, your spirit guides. Don't be afraid to tell them, I feel like shit, can you guys please help me to heal my mind? Just ask them, okay? Communicate what you need. May it be in a journal, may it be with a person, may it be with God, with the universe. We have here the card, the Alchemist. The Alchemist talks about turning something into gold, I don't even know how exactly that works, to be completely honest, but it's like turning one energy into another. Your journey begins. Instead of your mind being full of dark gray clouds, your mind starts to become full with a sunset, an ocean. And you know how the sunset or the sun, when it shines on water, how it looks like it's twinkling? Okay, your mind starts to grow into a beautiful garden that you like to be in after you renovated it. Okay, let's see. Pie number 2, yeah. Again, protect your energy, protect your thoughts. You are very, very sensitive right now. So that means don't listen to the news. Don't listen to very harsh and negative lyrics, okay? I want to say this feels like, you know how when you listen to radio, and you can listen to a channel on the radio that is very, very negative, always has negative news to spread, and then you can also change the radio station and channel into a different energy. That's what it feels like. Again, you are extremely sensitive right now to energies, okay? Which means you have to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself from negativity. Whatever this means to you right now, you are very receptive, like a sponge, okay? So be very, very mindful with what you do throughout the day, where you are at, your environment, the music that you listen to, the videos and the stories and the movies that you watch. I don't know why I said stories. Maybe the universe doesn't want you to look at somebody's Snapchat story. I don't know. Okay. It's asking you to... I'm actually gonna put a protection mantra in the description box for you guys, okay? Because I feel like you might need it right now. Yeah, you do. You do. So check it out. It's beautiful. It always makes me cry because, again, I'm a crybaby, but it's beautiful. I'm gonna put it in the description box, okay? You can listen to it whenever you feel triggered in a situation. What's going on with you guys? Yeah. Nurturing. Your mind, your spirit needs nurturing. Your mind and your spirit needs love. A candle with rose scent brings good energy, doesn't it? Birds chirping brings good energy, doesn't it? A Himalayan salt or like an orange light brings good energy, doesn't it? If you start to surround yourself with all these energies, you will see that your mind becomes a little bit brighter, a little bit more beautiful, okay? You need that right now. It feels like an energy where you are in need of nurturing energy. You are in need to feel the energy of a sacred temple. So maybe it is time for you to actually renovate your room and make it a little bit more into like a temple. Like, if you would have a vision or envision a temple or like a very, very healing room, what would this healing room look like? Would you have certain lights? Would you have certain things? Would it have a certain scent? That's what you need right now, yeah, to gain your confidence back, to gain your ambition back. You need this before you start your next journey, okay? Because I feel like some of you guys, you might feel like you want to travel, you might feel like you want to do a lot of things in life, but this negative voice in your mind is stopping you from a lot of things, stopping you from achieving a lot of things, okay? So you diving into nurturing your mind and renovating your mind from a dark and cloudy scenario into a beach, okay? Just imagine, like, if you could draw a picture, what it looks like inside of your mind, what would you draw? Maybe some of you guys, Spirit is asking you to draw your head and draw something in it, what it is filled with. I actually have done that in the past, because again, desperate measures, we're asking for desperate times, we're asking for desperate measures. I was so desperate, I literally did anything. I journaled every day. I was drawing stuff because I didn't know how to help myself. So I thought, I'm gonna do everything because I cannot live like that anymore. I don't want to. I was so scared that I will always be fearful, and that I will never be able to experience an exciting life because I'm fearful. So desperate times ask for desperate measures, and it's not talking literally about being desperate. Well, sometimes you feel like that, but it also sometimes makes you very, very creative. How to bring yourself back to peace, okay? Again, this is about rebuilding your confidence. It has something to do with your confidence, your drive, your passion for life, and you're not being scared anymore, okay? Yeah. I said the same thing in pile number 1, but the situation is asking you to work with it instead of against it, instead of running away from your negative thoughts by going out, doing this, doing that, staying busy. It is asking you to sit down and face it and work with it, work with that energy. Only if you work with that energy is when you can change it. I can only renovate a house if I go in there and actually do it. Does that make sense? Like if I say, oh, that house is so freaking ugly, I don't want to live in there, right? Like this house is ugly, I don't want to live in there. But if you always run away, the house will stay ugly. The house will stay ugly and you don't want to move in. But then if you say, okay, this house is freaking ugly, I don't like it, but you know what? I'm gonna go in there and I'm gonna renovate everything. Then you also at some point can move into the house because it's beautiful. Does that make sense? You work with it, right? Oh, why? It's so ugly. I don't want to live in there. If you run away from this house, it will never get done. It will never look cute. Okay? So you run away. You don't work with that energy. But if you go to that house and say, okay, I don't like it here. I really, 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 really don't. But I know that if I at some point want to enjoy my life, I have to do this right now. So you work with that energy, although you don't like that energy. Does that make sense? Spirit is asking you to dive deeper into why you have certain fears and to dive deeper into techniques and ways to heal, okay? There's more than meets the eye. Diving into a task here. This is really asking you, okay, I'm gonna dive into a task where I'm gonna change my mind into a more calm. It doesn't even have to be that you always have to have positive thoughts in your mind, okay? Because the transition from negative to positive is super duper big, right? It's from one end to another. So don't force yourself to think positive all the time. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like an energy where you at least become neutral, okay? First of all, the stage is from negative to neutral before you go from neutral to positive, okay? So take your time with that. But what I'm talking about is that you sprinkle a little bit of good thoughts, a little bit of good energy here and there, okay? To sprinkle a little bit of like sun rays into the dark gray cloud until the dark gray cloud is no longer strong enough and the sun can burst through it, okay? To find yourself like, instead of always believing the thoughts that you have in your mind, to kind of observe, okay, right now I am in an energy where I really think extremely negative, okay? I can hear my thoughts, they're negative, okay? But to allow them to be there, okay? I accept that I have negative thoughts, right? Because if you resist it, you run away. You don't work with it. And so this dark gray cloud stays there. But if you say, okay, I'm going to accept that this is here, I have these thoughts, but I don't want to believe them. They're here, I'm hearing them. One thought in, the other thought out. One thought in, the other thought out. But you observe it, okay? You are not your thoughts. Your thoughts is how you have been influenced by your environment. You are not your thoughts. They're just passing through like clouds. But you're the sky. Does that make sense? You are the sky. Why, if you are the voice in your mind, why can you hear the voice in your mind? there must be two energies, right? If I'm sitting here and I can hear, ooh, I have negative thoughts right now. If you are your thoughts, who is the one listening to the thoughts? Imagine that your mind is kind of like a program. It's a program. It could even be, you could even perceive it as a CD. Okay? That is placed in your mind from all the things that have happened in the past and all the things that are going on and what you have been hearing since childhood. But if it's only a conditioning or only an energy, you can change it. You have the power to change it. Okay. I would also highly recommend Eckhart Tolle. Okay, he's a beautiful teacher when it comes to overthinking. Like, his books are, to be completely honest, if you really want to know like a book recommendation, I would recommend the book The Power of Now, or just to watch some of his videos on YouTube. They're freaking amazing, and they're gonna bring you to a place where your mind is a beautiful garden, or at least, you know, like a calm ocean. It doesn't even have to be, again, the most beautiful garden, and it has to be paradise in your mind, but just a very calm ocean. Peace. Okay. Yeah. Ooh, what's up here? For some of you guys, I'm also hearing, let's see. Give me 1 second, guys. Oh, baby, baby. You are on a journey right now. Look at that. Look at that energy. This is like spa energy, right? Where you relax and you calm down. Okay, so your journey here is all about a relaxed, peaceful mind. Again, it doesn't have to be positive. You also don't have to smile every day, but just calm, just neutral. Just calm. That's it. That's all you need. Not, oh, I'm so positive, and it doesn't have to be like that. Of course, sometimes we have days like that, but this is not what Spirit is asking you to do. It just asks you to transform fear into peace, into trust, calm. That's all you need right now, okay? I feel like your task right now, or where you are going with this journey here, is you're really going to have an increase in confidence, an increase in financial gain, because you are transforming your mind right now, okay? You are nurturing your mind. You are nurturing the garden in your mind. And as you do that, it brings a lot of financial gain to you, as well as a very, very comfortable life. You're finally enjoying life again, okay? You're enjoying life again. It will bring also some type of financial gain to you, as well as confidence, okay? I'm also hearing here, for some of you guys, I'm seeing an energy where as you go on this journey and leave old habits behind and start new habits, you are also on this journey, right, that I'm talking about right now is also linked to the person that you're meant to be with, your true love. Okay, you will meet them on this journey here. For some of you guys, yes, absolutely. For some of you guys, Spirit wants me to say that to you. You might be feeling alone right now for some of you guys, okay? I mean, why are you on my channel? I do future spouse readings, so this energy is always kind of like lingering, and it always comes up in my readings, but it also feels like you might be feeling like alone or sad or unloved, okay? But the love of your life is on its way. But first of all, your task is it to bring peace into your mind, okay? That's all Spirit is asking you to do here. Everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place. Okay, you will no longer have to wear a mask of false confidence. you would truly feel confident in who you are. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2. I hope you like this reading. Let me know that in the comments if you resonate with it. And I'm going to see my next one. Bye. Hello, beautiful pile number 3. So you chose this beautiful ring here. First things first, I want to tell you something. So the message that will be coming through today is a message from a past grandfather. Okay, so if you feel like if you have felt the energy of your grandfather in the year, or you felt an energy where the spirit of your grandfather is trying to communicate with you, you're correct. And whatever I'm about to tell you is also a message from your grandfather, okay? And for others of you, I also heard a past uncle, okay? So this could also be a message from an uncle that has passed away. Now, let's look at your cards. Let's see what's up. What's going on here? So we have people. It says, when are you feeling discouraged or undervalued? Do you want to be part of the in crowd? What ideal qualities would you like to adopt? Okay. We also have your, oh, sorry guys. Let me show it to you, okay? I'm gonna show you what I'm seeing here. It's a very light-hearted energy because pile number 1 and pile number 2 were a little heavy, but I'm feeling a very light-hearted energy here with you guys, so don't worry about anything, okay? We have here the Father Gate, both step forward. And it's interesting because the card here, people, that I just read to you, has the number 11 on it. So I'm seeing here for a lot of you guys, the angel number 1111 has been coming through. The angel number 3333 or 333 has been coming through. And the angel number 55, 555 or 5555, okay? And it's interesting because usually when we talk about 1111, the general meaning is like a gate opening, right? Or like an open gate or something along those lines. And it's interesting because in this card, there is actually a gate that is opening. Almost as if there's no roadblock, it's time for you to walk through that gate because there is no roadblock. Nothing is stopping you here from moving to the next level. And I actually channeled that it's time for the next level for you guys, okay? You're transitioning into the next level in the next stage of your life. We also have your joyful muse inspiration. Now, what I have paid attention to is how in this card he's blindfolded and he cannot see, and here he has glasses and his vision is perfectly clear. There's something about a perfectly clear vision or you getting information on a topic that you don't know of yet. It feels like your spirit guide. So the message here for you today is you are ready for the next level. You're ready to step into a new skill, because it also talked about like what kind of skill would you like to adopt, right? It says what ideal qualities would you like to adopt or adapt? No, adopt. So this message here is all about you are ready for the next level, which also would probably require for you to learn new skills, to read books, to research, okay? Because the cat here, I actually heard the song, everybody wants to be a cat, because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Everybody's picking up on that feeling beat, because everything else is obsolete. But she has glasses on, meaning she's ready to read her book. She's ready to research, okay? It also feels like, it just feels like an energy here for you guys, pile number 3, where you are ready for the next level. But the next level, again, requires for you to learn something, okay? To look at a situation, to get a perfectly clear vision on your next step, meaning, for example, to come up with a plan, to write things down, to actually create a mind map, write things down, research, take on a new skill, anticipate, or do you say anticipate? I feel like that's the right word. Anticipate in a new course, for example. Maybe you're ready to learn about business, about financial matters. It's time for you to pick up this book, I'm hearing. It's time for you to research. It's time for you to plan, okay? It's time for you to create, I'm hearing. It's time for you to take on a new skill because you are ready for the next level in your life. I really, 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 really feel like what I'm describing here right now is really the next stage in your life, the next chapter, the next level, okay? And this new chapter, this new level here is still unknown to you. You're still like in the dark, like I don't know what to expect. I kind of know, but I also don't know, okay? This could also be an energy where you are very, very interested in something, okay? Very, very interested in doing something, learning something, becoming somebody or something. Well, becoming somebody, you know, like that you want to take on new qualities or new skills. And it's kind of like a green light. It's like a green light. Hey, let's go. Let's do this. I'm literally hearing like your grandfather or the spirit, okay? Your past grandfather or your past uncle. For some of you guys, it's also your past father, okay? I'm hearing, come on, let's go. Let's do this. You are not alone, honey. You are not. There's an energy around you for a lot of you guys, okay? If you relate to that. And it's almost like you have the green light. Let's go. Let's do it. Okay. But again, it requires for you to learn. Okay. So it's almost like you're ready to learn something new. You are ready to take on a new skill. You're ready for this, I'm hearing. Okay. It only requires for you to do a little bit of research, write things down, get a crystal clear vision of what you want, okay, or how something is working. As you read about it, research about it, as you become part of a group, you know, that helps you to understand a certain topic. Your message is about a bold step forward, meaning be bold, okay, be bold with your next step. But again, it also requires for you to research a little bit or to read between the lines or to read the fine lines, I'm hearing. Okay, because we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card that talks about work. But I also feel like for you guys, it's almost like, yeah, let's get to work. Let's do this, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing... I'm also hearing somebody praying here. Maybe some of you guys, you have been praying before the reading or something like that. Because I'm hearing Heavenly Father here. But I'm also hearing with the Eight of Pentacles, it also talks about, it doesn't always talk about work. It also talks about putting in the work. It doesn't have to be literally your job. But it almost talks about like put in the work into this inspiration, into this what has been inspiring you lately. Put in the work, okay? The gates are open. There's no roadblock. You're ready for this. You are ready for the next level. This could also talk about the next level at your job or at work, okay? Meaning if you really want to take on like a bigger position in a company or make more money, Spirit is saying take on new skills, because those new skills will convince the company to take you instead of other people. Does that make sense? Okay. Now I also heard walking the extra mile will be rewarding. Okay. So it's almost like as you walk the extra mile, you know how, for example, if we take like a very, very easy example in school, the kid who learns maybe 3 hours more walking the extra mile will write a better grade or have a better grade at the end than the one that only does the bare minimum. So it's almost like if you only do the bare minimum, you will only get the bare minimum. But if you go the extra mile, take on an extra skill, do something extra, it almost feels like as you do something extra, something that you don't necessarily have to do or that is not required of you, as you have this extra skill on your CV, okay, as you have this extra skill as you know more about like a topic. Actually, do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the movie Limitless or No Limit. I don't know if you call it Limitless or No Limit. And I remember a scene in the movie where Bradley Cooper, he's like the main character in the movie, and he was going to that's what we're talking about, right? Because he took a pill in the movie that made him understand everything. Like he could learn a language in 3 hours because it was like a magic pill, you know. Of course, we don't have a magic pill, but it almost feels like as you do something extra, as you research something, as you read a book, as you do that, it brings immense amount of opportunities to you. So in the movie, he took a magic pill and all of a sudden like his brain capacity was on 100 or something like that. So he could learn everything like in 1 or 2 hours. He was like extremely smart because of that pill. And he was talking to like a businessman or like a man, I don't know, like a banker or something like that. And because he was so knowledgeable, because he had so much knowledge about a specific topic and was discussing that with the other person, with this businessman or this banker was so convinced of him that he gave him his business card. Hey, call me, right? It's an opportunity. That's what it feels like. As you take on a new skill, as you research something, as you follow your inspiration, what is like inspiring you to learn, or what do you feel inspired to learn? Is it a language? Is it a skill? Is it you wanting to change your qualities? For example, I want to start waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning. As you do that, you don't know who you will bump into because you took on a new habit that makes you wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning. That's what it feels like. What is on the other side? Freaking amazing. I love that energy here, okay? I also heard turn on the lights, meaning if you go into a room that is dark, you don't see shit, right? But if you turn on the lights, you see everything. You can see every corner. So it's almost like get a crystal clear vision about a topic, a situation, a skill. That is going to bring you rewards. I keep hearing rewards. I keep hearing that's what you need for the next level, the next stage of your life, okay? I'm hearing, how do you say that? Stepping with your best foot forward? Do you say it like that? Hold on. The clock also says 222. So a lot of you guys, you have been seeing angel numbers left and right recently. Yeah, to put one's best foot forward, right? To put your best foot forward, to behave very well in order to gain someone's approval. You see? So, but this doesn't really talk about you trying to get somebody's approval. Maybe some of you guys do because of work, okay? If you have a job application, like read a little bit extra on the website. Everything that you will do extra, the extra mile that you go will be the reason why you attract an opportunity to you, because you walked the extra mile, whatever the heck that means to you. Okay? So let's see. Let's get a few more cards here. Pie number 3's message. Everything that you do extra will be bringing rewards to you at some point in some shape or form, okay? Let's see. Yeah, the Knight of Cups. Okay. I feel an energy. Spirit is saying follow the voice, follow what moves you, what makes you feel excited, what has always been interesting you, like what has always been an interest of you. Follow it. Like, for example, the desire to learn a specific language. You might think, oh, it will sound sexy if I talk this language or if I can speak fluently. But in actuality, it has a deeper ripple effect, or it has a deeper effect on your life, okay? It's almost like, oh, I want to learn how to paint, and you think you only do that to enjoy yourself, but it is also connected to your next level and the opportunity that will then come to you. Does that make sense? So you think, oh, that would be nice if I could do that, but you don't know what this will bring to you in a conversation with somebody. Okay, that's freaking beautiful. I love that energy. It's almost like follow your inspiration, follow what kind of like makes you feel like, oh, that would be cool, that would be nice, oh, I would love to do that, or I always wanted to learn that, I always wanted to do that. I always wanted to be the person that wakes up at 5 o'clock in the morning and goes for a run. Follow that voice here. Okay, let's see. I feel like your message will be a little bit shorter than pile number 1 and 2. 3 of Wands. Dang, guys. I'm excited. I'm just trying to be calm right now, but I'm excited for you. There's a very exciting event or adventure coming to you. Yeah. The details. The details. Yes, baby. That's what we want to see. Goodness gracious, your cards are amazing today. Okay, so if you look at this card here, doesn't it look like he has been looking at something, contemplating about something? You have been looking at something here. I've always felt drawn to this place, to this language, to this energy. I've always felt drawn to doing that. I don't know why, but I always felt drawn to this energy. Whatever it is in your life, okay, what I'm talking about. I've always felt this pull. I always felt so positive whenever I have had this thought of learning French, okay? For example, I always had this good feeling when I thought of going on Skillshare and learning how to sew clothing. I always had this feeling. So some of you guys, you have been literally looking at something, contemplating, okay, researching, and it pulls you. It's like a pull, but it's a very positive pull, okay? It's like, I don't know why I feel so drawn to that energy. It's because there's something waiting for you there. Whatever you have been contemplating or looking at, you are meant to learn this, you are meant to experience it. 6 of Cups is happiness. I feel like you have a crystal clear vision on what will make you happy. The only thing that you have to do right now is to put your best foot forward, to make a bold step forward, okay? To just walk into it, because I feel like you're looking at it, but you did not walk into it yet. You did not arrive yet. You did not go to this course yet. You didn't research about the skill yet. You didn't, sign up for a language class yet. Does that make sense? You have been looking at it. You had thoughts about it, but you didn't approach it yet. So it's asking you to approach this energy, okay? Because your vision is crystal clear. If you have been feeling like, I think this would make me happy, or I think this would be beneficial for my future, you are correct. You see things crystal clear. It's almost like, I'm also seeing here for some of you guys, I'm hearing seeing without seeing. So it's almost like you don't see it, but you can feel it. It's like a feeling of like, I feel this would be good for me. I feel like this would bring happiness to me. I feel like this would be beneficial for me. But you don't know it yet because you cannot see it. You didn't approach it yet, but you feel it. Seeing without seeing, okay? So Spirit is only asking you here to gain clarity on this topic, how you can participate, how you can sign up for something, how everything is working, take on the skill, okay, to really dive into that new skill here. Okay. I feel like whatever you will be approaching will be a reason why you will feel like you're being taken care of properly. It's something about your well-being will be improved with whatever you are approaching here, whatever you're walking into next. It improves your well-being, okay? This could be your emotional well-being, your financial well-being, okay? And then we have the Nine of Coins here. As you follow this spark, this feeling, but it's a very, very positive one, almost to the point where you feel like, I feel so good when I think about that. I feel so good when I think about it. That's a clear sign and a clear tell that there's something there waiting for you as you approach this thought and make it real, okay? The Nine of Coins talks about financial gain. It talks about you. Again, I told you, it's like an inspiration, or you feeling inspired to do something that is also connected to your well-being, meaning you're happy with your life because of that. Could be a passion, it could be a skill. It could be a skill that brings you your next job, that pays you more, that makes you happy because you have more to, spend, more to enjoy. Could be a passion that you go into that brings confidence to you. All of a sudden, you started the Samba class, you always wanted to do that. You feel super duper confident, and all of a sudden your future spouse is around the corner because you feel that confident energy. Does that make sense? Or you take on this skill and you don't know that it is connected to somebody that you would talk to in the company. It almost feels like everything is connected, and whatever you're approaching here is also connected to the next thing, okay? And again, it's gonna bring you confidence, okay? Whatever it is, it will bring you confidence. It will bring you a feeling of well-being. I feel well, I feel good, I'm how do you say that? I'm well off. I'm hearing I'm well off. I'm hearing feeling very, very confident and stable in life, being very, very happy with the choices that you make, or something that makes you extremely happy. I don't know what it is, but I feel such a strong, happy energy here, okay? Everybody wants to be a cat because the cat's the only cat who knows where it's at. Everybody's picking up on that feeling beat. Okay, let's see. Anything else with pile number 3? What up? Let's get a few more cards here for you guys. Yeah, baby. Okay, it's your creativity here. Okay, to fully dive into your creativity, I'm hearing. I'm also hearing, didn't I talk about how something that you will be doing right now is connected to the next thing in your life? Do you see that? Connected. It's like two energies coming together. Two energies coming together as you start to do something that inspires the heck out of you, okay? That makes you freaking excited, something that you always wanted to do. Okay, it's connected to something else here, I'm feeling. Yeah, you have been contemplating, baby. It's time to make it a reality, honey. No more contemplation. Let's do this. Let's get this thing going. Let's get the ball rolling. Okay. Let your vision become a reality, Linda. Become the person that you always wanted to be. You are this person. Become it. Embrace it. Be it. Breathe it. No more contemplation, do it, okay? Yeah, get information on the situation. Research, get information about it, walk the extra mile. And this is literally, if you want to watch a movie, or if you feel called to do so, watch No Limit or Limitless, because I feel like it's connected to your next chapter here, okay? You might be seeing certain signs in the movie, okay? You are ready, okay? Gain some knowledge about it, gain some information about it, sign up for this course, okay? Make it happen. The time is very auspicious for you to do something, okay? Don't get distracted. I'm also hearing, Don't get distracted by social media. Don't get distracted here. This is not the time for you to get distracted, pile number 3. Not at all. This is not the time for you to get distracted. Okay? No. Okay? It's time for you to take action. Don't get distracted by the mess in the world. Don't get distracted by the mess on the internet. Don't get distracted by the mess, okay? On the internet. This is really a time for you to shine. A time for you to shine all your light and all your focus onto this thing that you have been looking at. Look at that, baby. Look at it. You're gonna be freaking happy with the outcome here. Change, look at that. It's time for change. Look at that. She's improving herself, her self-image. Okay? Not because of what other people think, but she feels like I can do better. I know I can do this. I can be a better person. I can make more things happen in my life. All I need to do is change. The outcome of the situation is very, very promising. Something that you will be celebrating. Something that will bring a lot of happiness to you. Again, this abundance card talks about an abundant amount of opportunity. Or again, you know how life is super duper crazy where you take on a skill or you do something and then it's connected to the next person that you talk to, and this person will be feeling connected to you because of whatever the heck you're doing. Does that make sense? And that's how they say, okay, you're gonna get the job because I feel connected to you. I feel a good energy with you. Only because you right now in this moment decide to do something that inspires you, that makes you feel excited. It's all connected here, okay? So pile number 3, I don't think I want to read out the cards because there's not really much to say here. It's almost like get to work, do your thing, okay? Get the ball rolling. You can make this happen. And your intuition is correct. You're on the right path right now, okay? Okay, my beautiful pile number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it. I love you guys and I'm going to see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 4. How are you guys doing? So... bear with me, there is a lot of energy coming through here, okay, before I start your reading. So first things first, I want to tell you guys that for some of you guys, peacock feathers are very important in your life, or you have been seeing peacock feathers. There's somebody out here watching that is connected to peacock feathers, okay? This is confirmation that this is your reading. I'm also seeing parrots, the color red. I'm also seeing dragonflies here as well. And I am seeing here that a lot of you guys, some of you guys recently cut your hair, or you have been thinking about cutting your hair or getting a different hairstyle, okay? I'm actually hearing, what is this one saying, like, you know, a woman is about to change her life, woman, man, doesn't matter, when they cut their hair, okay? There's a lot of energy coming through. So first of all, I feel like for a lot of you guys, you recently made a big decision, or you are in a situation where you made a big decision here, okay? I feel like for a lot of you guys, you cut something or somebody off. You recently broke up with somebody, okay? Or you recently quit your job. You recently broke up with somebody. You recently said, I'm gonna move out of this apartment. I don't want to live here anymore. There's some type of you cutting something off. It could even be like an addiction, a habit, okay? Whatever it is. I feel like for a lot of you guys, you recently told yourself, I am not going to condone this. I am not going to move forward with my life like that. I'm gonna cut this thing off, okay? I'm done with this apartment. I'm done with this relationship. I'm done with this person, okay? I'm done with this job, whatever it is. I feel a very, very powerful energy in your spirit and around you right now, okay? I want to tell you guys, I almost want to say I'm feeling like a plot twist, okay? Imagine your life would be a movie, and there recently has been a plot twist, or you are currently in an energy where there's a plot twist where you made the decision to change, you made the decision to cut somebody or something off, and I feel like you didn't necessarily see that coming, or you didn't see it coming, but you told yourself that this is the only right thing to do in that situation, okay? I even feel like when you made this decision and you spoke your truth, I'm hearing speak your truth even if your voice shakes, okay? For some of you guys, you recently have been in a situation where you had to speak your truth and it was kind of like a little bit nerve-wracking, or you had trouble breathing, or you were breathing very, very hard because you found out some type of information, okay? The card here says, remain authentic to your core values. Truth can be masked, so be objective when dealing with emotional issues. Address areas in your life that are not achieving your deepest truth, okay? So I feel a strong energy here. If you look at those two cards, they're quite similar. In both cards, she decides that this is my truth and this is what I'm gonna do, even if that means leaving this job, leaving this person, leaving this apartment, okay? Leaving this situation. I feel an energy that Spirit wants to say that you made a very wise decision recently, okay? Because we have the wise one here. So I feel like you recently made a very, very wise decision. Again, even if you felt in that situation that you have been triggered, or it was a little bit hard for you to breathe, your voice was shaking, but you spoke your truth, you cut this situation off, you cut this person off, and you made a very, very, very wise decision, okay? I almost want to say you reclaimed your power, okay, with the Magician here. Yeah, for a lot of you guys, it has something to do with a relationship, okay? A connection. This could even be like saying, I don't want to live in this apartment anymore. I don't get along with my roommates anymore, or I don't get along with a family member anymore, okay? Sorry guys, I was just running errands, which is the reason why I'm breathing a little bit hard, but I also feel like it is connected to your reading here. So again, it's almost like you took back your power, where you said, this is my boundary and you crossed my boundary. This energy crosses my boundary and I'm no longer dealing with that. I'm out of here. I'm hearing I'm out of this bitch. I don't want to deal with that situation anymore, okay? We also have here renewal and rebirth. And the card says, examine what you resist discarding. Reassess what needs to be renewed and given a fresh start. Clean up all the things around you that are cluttering your life. And I feel like you have been doing that. You either are in the process of doing so, or you already have been doing that, okay? I almost want to say this plot twist that recently happened in your life, where you didn't see a change coming, or you didn't see the situation ending up like that, or ending like that, or ending period. Like you didn't see that you would quit your job, you didn't see that you would break up with this person, or you didn't see that somebody was lying to you, but it was all being revealed. Or for some of you guys, if you are on a different timeline, it will be revealed to you, okay? There's some type of truth that is coming through that gives you back your power. I feel like it's reclaiming your power, gaining back control over your life. I almost want to say, in a situation that you could not control, because with the Death and the Tower card, this is definitely an abrupt ending, okay? An abrupt ending, or a change that comes out of nowhere, or a situation that made you feel like, if not now, when will I change, or when will I make this change happen, okay? So let's see, what else? So I almost want to say, right now, you are in an energy where you are reclaiming your power and you are changing. How can I even say that? Whatever was ending abruptly, whatever was ending unexpectedly in your life, okay? Whatever truth came out unexpectedly, whoever has been lying to you and it has been revealed. This is the chapter, it's almost like whatever has happened in your life is actually, it has a ripple effect on your future, because we have the card here, protecting the future. And I almost want to say that your spirit guides have been revealing some type of truth to you. They made you hit a dead end, okay? They made you hit a dead end in a situation where you said, I'm no longer walking this path. This is crossing my boundaries. I'm not living in my truth. You are not telling the truth, okay? And with the protecting the future, I almost want to say it has like a huge ripple effect on your future. It almost feels like a plot twist that changes the outcome of your life, okay? It actually reminds me of the movie Sliding Doors. It's not really a good movie, to be completely honest, but the message in the movie is quite interesting because it is a moment, or the movie is about a lady who, in one, it says sliding doors. So there's like two scenarios that could have happened that influence the future. So in one scene, because the movie is kind of like how 1 second or one incident, how one event can change the whole outcome of the whole movie. So you see two movies actually happening. In one scenario, she finds out that her boyfriend is cheating on her, and in the other scene, or in the other realm, it almost feels like one dimension and a different dimension. In the other dimension of the movie, she does not find out, or I think she finds out quite late that he's cheating on her. And in the other dimension, in the other scene, the other half of this movie is her finding out immediately that her boyfriend is cheating on her. In one scene, she's catching the train. In the other scene, she's not catching the train, which has a ripple effect on her catching her boyfriend cheating on her, or not catching her boyfriend cheating on her. And he can hide everything. He can hide all the clues. That's what it feels like to me here with you guys. It feels like an event that took place, or something that you found out. This could even be like finding out, finding out a truth about your family, or a truth about your grandfather, your grandma. Okay, this could be literally anything. You found out something that kind of shook you to the core, or that kind of shook your life, okay? I just heard shake that ass, watch yourself. Okay, so I'm feeling an energy here. Whatever decision you have been making, or you will be making, whatever truth has been revealed to you, you made a very, very, very wise decision to say, I'm done here, okay? Very, very wise decision. Beautiful, okay? So let's see what else. Yeah, it's like you have been hitting a wall, okay? But this wall was always... the purpose of the wall that you have been hitting was for you to change the course of your life, okay? Yeah, King of Swords, King and Queen of Swords. So this could literally really be here that you recently broke up with a person, or that you recently said, I don't want to do this anymore. There could also be an energy where you had like a very, 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 very intense communication, or you will be having a very, very intense communication with your lover, your partner, okay? But this communication, or this conversation that you will have with your partner is the reason why you changed the course of the relationship, or the course of the future. Does that make sense? There's something about you changing the outcome in the future by what you are doing right now, by speaking your truth, by having a conversation, again, could be with your partner, okay? Giving them an ultimatum that makes them change, for example, okay? Not for all of you, but for some of you guys, that is the case. And for others of you, I'm seeing an energy here where you saw that the partner or the person that you are dealing with, you guys don't see eye to eye. And you felt like this person is bringing a lot of uncertainty and chaos into your life. And you told yourself, the wisest decision that I can make is to walk my own path, because I feel like I'm not progressing with this connection with this person here, okay? Let's see, what is the Tower card about here? Oh my God, awakening, you see? You recently had an awakening. You recently found out something. You recently had a very, very intense insight, a very, very intense spiritual awakening. There was some type of like very intense event happening. Truth came out. You saw something in your dreams. You got a vision for the first time. Your psychic abilities were through the roof, or are through the roof right now, okay? You've been awakening to some type of truth, and as you act upon what you found out, or what you came to realize or understand about yourself, about your situation, is the reason why the outcome in the future is different. Okay. Let's see. It's the reason why your new life is beginning. It's the reason why your transformation is having a peak. Okay, you're currently transforming. You are in an energy where your spirit, your soul, and your heart is transforming into somebody extremely strong. Okay, somebody who kind of like has the power or the control over their life to make their life look exactly how they want their life to look like. Okay. You made a very, very wise decision, or whatever thoughts you have had recently, insights, realizations, things that you wrote down in your journal. You are a very, very wise soul, okay? Ace of Wands, yeah. You told yourself that if you want a different life, you have to make changes, okay? If you want a different outcome, you have to make changes. The Ace of Wands always talks about a new beginning, okay? A very, very passionate new beginning. Maybe you felt like in the connection, the passion is missing, and that's not what you want in a relationship here, okay? For others of you, you might have found out that this person is cheating, okay? But the interesting thing is, as you cut this energy off of your life, that is the reason why you find your spark back. That is the reason why your new fresh start can finally begin, okay? Specifically for those who felt like your life is stagnant, this is actually the plot twist that you needed in order for you to finally rewrite your history, or have like an energy of renewal, a new sense of power, a new sense of I can make everything and anything happen in my life. It's almost like nothing is stopping me anymore here, okay? The Ace of Wands also tells me that some of you guys, you recently made the decision to go after your passion, okay? No matter what other people say. The Alchemist, yes. You are currently transforming your life, okay? There is a huge change. This is like the plot twist in a movie where everything changes, where the outcome of the movie changes. The plot twist that changed my life, I'm hearing. Because a long time I felt stagnant, a long time I felt stuck in a routine, a long time I felt like my life is not progressing or moving as fast as I wanted to. And then this plot twist came, then this truth came out, then I had this intense awakening, this intense insight. Then I broke up with my partner because the passion was not there anymore. Okay. Let's see. It feels like cosmic redirection that you're currently going through. And I also want to say, let me see, the Emperor. Yeah, taking back control over your life. I told you. You are in a very, very powerful position right now. I almost want to say some of you guys, you recently were extremely mad. You were extremely mad, or you were extremely devastated. You went through very extreme emotions recently, or you are currently going through extreme emotions. Now you have to imagine that extreme emotions make us do extreme things, okay? Now those extreme things are not always good, but sometimes those extreme emotions make us say, I'm leaving, I'm done, or I'm going, I'm ready, okay? So it almost feels like those intense emotions that you are currently feeling, they are fuel to the fire for you to get to your desired outcome, for you to make your life your own, okay? For you to realize the visions that you have in your mind. Okay, the Tower is always an energy where that's the day where everything changed, I'm hearing. That's the day where I changed. I was so mad, I was so angry, but at the same time it also brought me fire. It was fire to the fuel. It was exactly what I needed. It might have been devastating, it might have been painful, but it was exactly what I needed in order for me to completely change my life. Okay. Let's see, I want to see what this King and Queen of Swords is about. What is the King and Queen of Swords energy about here? Okay, for some of you guys. Let's see. What is the King and the Queen of Swords about here? For others of you, the Moon. Ooh, baby. For others of you, if you did not break up recently with a person, I feel like whatever change you told yourself you're gonna do, again, for some of you guys, you literally cut your hair, kind of like symbolizing, how do you say that? Symbolizing your change. Now, for others of you, I'm seeing here that a partnership is manifesting here, meaning I feel like you are about to meet your future spouse, or you are about to meet the love of your life. Let's see, who's the King of Swords here? What is that energy about? Three of Pentacles. Okay. The Devil wanted to come out. Let's see. Six of Wands. Okay. I feel like for some of you guys, whatever change you are currently making is the reason why you meet the love of your life, okay? Now, in the movie, it was kind of the same, because in one dimension in the movie, Sliding Doors, she found out that he cheated, which also made her meet the love of her life. That would have not happened if she didn't catch her man cheating. That would have never happened. She would have stayed with this guy, right? So for some of you guys, I'm feeling here, whatever change you are currently going through, whatever transformation you're currently going through, it is leading you to meeting a new person. It's leading you to meet somebody that you see eye to eye, that has the same values as you, that is just as truthful as you, okay? It's kind of like you see eye to eye with this person, and I'm seeing here that you will be working with this person, okay? So there will be an energy where two parties or two people work together to make a relationship work. This is somebody that you don't know yet. This is a completely new person here, okay? With the Fool and the Moon card, this is almost like what is hidden from you is that somebody's coming your way, okay, as you make this huge change in your life. Now with the Three of Pentacles, again, this is somebody that you can build a home with, that you can build a family with, okay, that is interested in building with you, okay. Now with the Devil card, there's going to be a lot of passion, because I feel like for a lot of you guys, you've been in a relationship where the passion has been missing, okay, and I feel like the passion that you have been looking for in an old relationship, or a relationship that you recently cut off, is what you will find with this new person here, okay? There will be very intense passion between the two of you that you did not feel in the previous connection. Now, no matter how that goes, I feel like for most of you guys, you will be meeting somebody that you can see eye to eye to. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic here. This could also be that a new friend is coming into your life, a new partnership, but it is somebody that you can build with. It is somebody that you can share your future vision with, okay? And for others of you, it is quite literally your future spouse that is coming through here because of a change that you are currently making, or because of a transformation here, okay? Interesting. Let's get a few more cards here. Give me a second, guys. I feel a very strong energy around you. It's almost like strike while the ironing is hot. That's what it feels like. Your iron is hot right now. Your iron is hot right now for you to do something. It's the right time for you, for this change to happen, even if it kind of happened unexpectedly. But I feel like you are very, very connected to your intuition. You are very, very connected to your spirit guides. You do your spiritual practices, you meditate, okay? And you're doing an amazing job here. You are doing an amazing job, okay? Let's see, let's get a few more cards. You see, Six of Wands. Victory. Interesting. What's going on here? Whatever you're gonna do next with your time, with your energy, is gonna be victorious here. Whatever you are approaching next with this clear mind, you know what you don't want and you know what you do want. And that clarity gives you the spark to start something, to do something new that brings victory to you. the energy for pie number 4? Yeah. Justice card. Getting what you deserve. Getting a partner that you deserve. Being in a friendship where you are valued and you value this person. Being in a partnership where you are valued and you value this person. The value is the same here. Justice. Justice is being served. There's something about like karma. It's like somebody's getting, I don't like to say that, but karma is playing out here. Meaning, as you make this change, okay, as you say, I don't want to be here anymore. I'm making this change in my life, okay? I'm changing course. I take back my power. I'm not powerless. I have the power to change the situation, maybe with small or big changes. That's when there's an energy of getting what you deserve. You deserve to be victorious. You deserve to see and feel, be seen and feel valued. Okay, so again, this talks about, for a lot of you guys, you will be moving into a relationship, a connection, a partnership, may it be platonic or romantic or even business, okay? Saying like, I'm done with this job. I'm looking for a job that pays me well. You're gonna get there. You trigger the change and the universe is kind of like moving with you. Look at that. A meeting that has been on delay. A connection that has been on delay. Because you were in a situation for too long, okay? No matter what that means to you. Maybe business, platonic, family. A connection. A meeting, a fated meeting. That has been destined all along. But was delayed. Because you stayed in a situation for too long where you were not valued, where somebody did not see your value, where somebody did not treat you fairly, or, you know, like, again, it doesn't have to be a person, it can also be work, who you're living with, okay? A destined meeting, a destined connection. A destined partnership is on the horizon. It is what you deserve. A connection that is fueled by love, fueled by understanding, seeing eye to eye. I told you, you will meet somebody that you see eye to eye with. Okay. I'm gonna take my time with you guys because I feel like there's more to unpack here. Okay. What is the victory card about? The universe. It feels like finally arriving. It feels like finally arriving where you always wanted to be, or the reality that you always wanted to have is unfolding. With the World card and the Six of Wands, this is almost like, ooh, interesting. I'm hearing you are a good student, you learned your lesson in that situation, you graduated, like spiritually, when we talk about like spiritual lessons, or like you graduated learning a specific lesson here that made you understand you have to reclaim your power. You are not powerless. You can make changes, may it be small or big, and that you follow your intuition and your gut feeling, and that is being rewarded. There's some type of blessing that will come to you because you made the right decision or you listened to your intuition. I'm hearing you know you deserve better. What is the Justice card about here? the Justice card about here? Yeah. There was some type of injustice happening, okay? Yeah. Somebody left you out in the cold. Somebody or something made you worried. Something or somebody really fucked up your head. And I'm feeling here that you told yourself, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve to be treated like that. I don't think it's fair for me to feel this way. I don't want this to be my reality. This is not what I want. I don't want to worry about money. I don't want to worry about where you are at, okay? I don't want to worry about my health anymore. I'm gonna make this change. There's something about like you no longer want to worry. You no longer want to be in a miserable position or situation. And you're saying that you are ready to change, even if it's a big change that makes you scared. And again, Spirit is saying congratulations. You're doing like, you learned your lesson well. Look at that energy. Congratulations. You learned your lesson. Pie number 4. Spiritually speaking, your spirit guides looking down on you, saying you learned your lesson. You learned what you needed to learn from the situation, and it's time for something new. Somebody new. What is the Hanged Man about? What up? The Hanged Man, yeah. Completion. There was some type of completion on hold, okay? So I almost want to say, yeah, you were in a situation where you didn't know what to do about this job, about this career, about where you are living, whatever it is. You were in a situation where you did not know which way to go or which one is the right way for you, which decision is the most rewarding for you, okay? Which decision will bring you peace in the end, okay? And I feel like that's why something has been on hold. There's almost like the completion card tells me that I feel like there is a blessing that has been on hold because you were at a crossroads and you took your time making your decision, which is also very wise, okay? Sometimes making a decision requires for us to be still, or sometimes there has to be a plot twist for us to know which decision is the right one. Now, what I'm feeling here is that's why something has been on hold here. The Hanged Man and the completion card, it almost feels like whatever you cut off or wherever you said, I'm no longer doing this, or I'm done with that situation, as you declare to the universe that you are no longer participating and you're no longer doing what you were doing in the past, that is also when the stagnant energy in your life or when there's obstacles being removed, okay? Now you will see that things start to manifest, things start to move in your life, okay? You will see progress with whatever you have been doing. This almost feels like a job, a person, a situation that has been delaying you to reach your goals, okay? Yeah, it took a little bit of time for you to find the strength to make this change happen. Okay, to take this risk, I even hear. What is the Two of Love about, Spirit? The Queen of Cups. The Two of Love about for pie number 4. Oh, that was Princess of Discs. Give me 1 second, guys. What is the Two of Love about? Two of Swords again. I feel like you're moving into either a job, a connection, a friendship. It feels like that is what is on the horizon here. As something is dying, something new is being born. And what is being born is a connection. that brings you peace. Could be business, platonic, love, where you feel understood and heard, where your needs are met, and it's exactly what you wanted. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. I'm hearing, I'm done with a mediocre life. Now, there's nothing wrong with that, but I'm feeling here, this is exactly what you needed for your soul to be on fire again, for your soul to feel strong again, even though it might have been a little bit hurtful, a little bit like nerve-wracking. But this is exactly what you needed to get out of your comfort zone. Exactly what you needed in order for you to see the truth of the matter, or to see your next step clearly, to see which path is for you clearly, that leads you to success. A successful partnership, a successful job, a successful relationship, whatever the heck it is. Okay, guys, so I want to read out this card here. It says Dragon's Hoard, protecting the future. Okay, I feel drawn to that card, so let's see what that is about. Okay, number 12. Okay. It says protecting the future, legacy, true riches. You see, there's something about lies, or living a lie, or being lied to, and you are stepping into your truth. Seeing the truth, living your truth, speaking your truth, okay? It says, in the dragon's hoard, jewels and precious objects scatter the ground, while ancient scrolls inscribed with the wisdom teachings lie within reach. This is a rich opportunity, and you can fill your satchel with the treasures you like best. Take the gifts offered you and dedicate them to the well-being of all, beginning with your own. You see, I told you there's a blessing in the horizon here. It's like a blessing that you are claiming by the actions that you are taking, and what you allow and what you don't allow. You are very much in your power. I feel this energy right now. Okay. But be aware, all that glitters is not gold. Select the precious treasure that will further your spiritual growth, and avoid the shiny objects that are empty for real value. You see, there's something about value, what you truly value. Maybe your values have changed over time as well, that you don't value the same things that you used to value, okay? Know that the hoard does not belong to you. It belongs to our grandchildren. What is the inheritance that you wish to leave for tomorrow? What seeds are you planting that you will harvest in your old age when you are weary? What seeds will bear fruit after you are no longer here? The dragon guards the legacy of the future. All who come empty-handed or to fill only their own pockets with gold lie in a dusty heap of bones. You have been allowed entrance by virtue of your kindness or your spiritual practice or sheer luck. Consider as well that your present, this moment, is the future to the dragon. You may be the one we have all been waiting for. So do not hesitate to take what bequest has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. This is the time to be bold. Do not delay or overthink. Remember to bring an offering for the dragon, lest it believe you are at its lunch. A simple prayer will do. You see, I told you there's some type of blessing in the air that you will be receiving because you speak your truth and because you have a pure heart. There's some type of good karma coming to you guys, okay? By number 4. Because your actions have shown the universe that your heart is at the right spot. And for that reason, I almost want to say for that reason, you will be gifted something here, okay? And again, this is something about whatever the heck has happened was only to prevent some type of obstacle or some type of problem in the future. So you're dealing with this problem with this energy right now so that it doesn't become an obstacle or a problem in the future. That's what it feels like, okay? The Lovers. May it be a relationship that would have left you feeling undervalued, a connection, a partnership, or may it be for you to finally meet the one, for you to finally meet your soul tribe, the people that you're meant to meet. Also friends, okay? Although friends are not kissing. Okay. Okay, my beautiful pile number 4. I hope you like this reading. Let me know down in the comments if you resonate with it. I love you guys. I'm very, very proud of you. And I'm going to see you in my next one. I wish you a lovely day. Bye.